Yes, now you can start, I think.
Sure. So first of all, hi everyone, and my name Ashit, and I am a performance marketer. I run an agency from the name Socio Shoot. Uh, Facebook ads is my main forte, and I have worked with couple of brands, couple of industries. I think almost every industry I have worked with, I have managed their ads, and this particular session is on my understanding about the content that we can create using value proposition method. So right now, like as Facebook algorithm is changing continuously, so content plays a very important role even for your broader audience. If you have a right content, then your ads will work, and you might, like, even with the wrong audience, if you're like, even if the right audience, if your content is wrong, you will not get results. But with wrong audience, you can get results with the right content. So the content plays very important role. So I figured this method, and so this study is like this session is based on that only. So yeah. So this is just about me. So first of all, uh, I'll just like I'm taking the case study of Live Nutrifit. It was one of my client. I'll show you the website so that you can have the relevance. So this was the product on which we created the content. So this is a turmeric plus, and it's a like this helps basically, like it's a turmeric capsule. So it has several benefits, right? So first of all, the first, like they're like in the fashion brand or in the cosmetic brand, you get a lot of products. So like for them, the choice of product was not that hard because they hardly had 3 4 products. But this applies to that client as that brand as well, that has multiple products. So think of it like how to choose product first of all. So on the basis of trend, you can choose a product. So trend here means I used to check Google Trends, or I read about the product. So if that product is in demand, so you can choose. Like suppose, like what happens is, if a brand is only focusing on getting the revenue, they don't care about which product can get the revenue. So in that particular cases, this method can help. So you have to choose the product on the basis. So you can choose the product on the basis of trend. You can choose the product on the basis of past sale. Like there are some products that are being sold profitably in the past, so you can choose that on the basis of profitability. Even on the basis of customer reviews, you can choose a product. Even like you can have your hypothesis. Maybe you are launching a new brand and or a new product range, then you can have a hypothesis done. So this is how, on the basis of stock or shelf life as well. So sometimes what happen is, some of the products didn't get that attention from the marketer side. So you can have a specific content created for such products. So that's how you plan the product. Then understand the product's quality. So here quality means features or properties or ingredients, or maybe part that contains, that you have to check before buying anything. Without these, product seems to be pointless. So this is the dashboard that I created. So as I told you, the product turmeric capsule is the product, and this is the sheet that, or basically the content that we created. So first is quality. Here the quality is curcumin, and the definition of curcumin, sorry, the product quality I have already mentioned over here. It's the feature or the property or the main ingredient that we want to specify in our ad. So for this product, that quality is curcumin. Now if we move to next slide, which is benefits. So benefits are associated with the quality. Now we have to think of the benefits. So which means it's the future extension of quality only. Each quality can have multiple benefits, and benefit states that how the quality is useful for the end user. If we think of the product, this product, and curcumin is the quality. So what are the benefits of curcumin? So it helps in digestion. It helps in reducing the skin pigmentation. So these are the benefits that you can see the Excel sheet. I am supposing.
Yes, we can see that.
Great. So you can see the benefits mentioned over here: healthy heart, improves metabolism. So these are the benefits that you have to think of for the product whose quality is defined by you. Right. So if we move to Now we have to define the value proposition. So value proposition is one step ahead of benefits. Focus is on the value that is added for the end user. Ads should be created on the basis of value props only. Now, if we again see the Excel, you can see that in the case of digestion, so it helps in reduces the gas and bloating. If the benefit is skin pigmentation, so natural bleach for the skin. For the healthy heart, it's regulates blood pressure and blood clotting. For metabolism, it stabilizes the glucose level. So that's how you have to create the value proposition out of benefit that is being created out of quality. So you are here being very focused on the quality, on the content from the start. Now we have to move ahead to, now we have to align the value props with ads and creative. So creative content prepared based on value props. Again, designer will go through this whole process. So basically this kind of sheet helped me to share with the designer. So they used to see that what is the agenda, how I came, like how I created the content and what was the logic behind it. So also by doing this, we can also create audiences on Facebook. So like Facebook has interest-based audience, if you know. So suppose in this case, like if I want to create an audience around metabolism. So you can try to find out such interests that are related with metabolism, or maybe like stress. So like stress management is one of the interests that has good audience on Facebook ads. So with the help of value proposition, we have to create the creative text. So like by studying these, what we came up with is like healthy stomach is healthy body. Turmeric plus ensures better digestion. Then for pigmentation, the creative text was give your skin a healthy glow with turmeric plus. Then for healthy heart, it's the regulate blood pressure for healthy heat and with turmeric plus capsules. Then again for metabolism, this becomes fight diabetes and improve metabolism with turmeric. Then the other creative text we came up with, supplement your diabetic diet plan with turmeric plus. So with the help of these quality, benefit and value prop, you finalize the text that has to be placed on the creative. And then you can maybe think of the copy. So add copy over here. So this ad copy is the primary text. I suppose like the caption that we see on the Facebook ads is the copy I'm talking of here. So with the help of these creative text, you finalize the copy. And so these are the examples. So let me just, if you see, this is the get rid of allergies with turmeric plus capsules rich in bioprine. So this is the creative text, and I'll show you how we came up with this. So bioprine is the, so this is the bioprine and get rid of allergies with. So the creative text is, yeah, this one. So we came up with this creative text after this process. So we finalized the quality, and the benefit was fight infection, and the value prop was treat and prevent allergic reaction. And the final creative text was get rid of allergies with turmeric plus capsules rich in bioprine. And the ad copy was based on again this only, that bioprine extract with curcumin is the best healing medicine. Turmeric plus capsules rich in bioprine helps fight infection and reduces allergies to a larger extent. So you can see the level of consistency over here. So we use this particular ad in the remarketing audience. So that's how we came up with what kind of ad has to be run on what kind of audiences. So this is the process that really helped me to scale the Facebook ads in a logical manner. And like we created this, you can see, for a lot of quality. So you can choose this method, I think, in almost any industry, even in fashion brand also. Like you can talk of cotton, you can talk of maybe fitting. So anything, any metric can be the quality that you can talk, and you can create the benefit out of it. Then you can create the value proposition out of it, and then finally decide what kind of text has to be placed on the creative. So if you see these creatives, these will look very targeted. So does your blood get all vitamins you take? Then manage cholesterol level with turmeric plus. Then again fight diabetes and improve metabolism with turmeric plus. So if you see these fighting free radicals, definitely need antioxidants like turmeric plus. Healthy joint support only with turmeric plus. So these, like again, no pill for pain. So even the designer gets the idea what kind of illustration or maybe what kind of stock image he has to use. So you can all these creatives are made from this particular process. So that's how like me and my team helps the our clients to come up with the right content that needs to be go on the ad. That is the process we follow, and honestly we are seeing good results with the help of this. Plus we get the idea that what works, what didn't work. Even the client or the brand gets the idea that what kind of messaging is actually helping. So this framework can help you even choose the audiences. We also created for tea. I haven't created the PPT for that, but this is the real time, live creators that we made. So tea was the another product for them. I have not covered this in the PPT, but just showing you as a reference.
Cool. Ashit, can you tell us that how do your campaigns perform in terms of Facebook, Google campaigns that you may run for your clients?
Yeah, so I won't be having any number right now because for this particular client, but I mean
So not for the particular client, like just how ads perform in general. What is your
right. So these particular campaigns, like I remember this fight diabetes. So this had the ROI of 4x. Without before this method, how they were operating, like usually if you see any ad, if you usually like ask the performance marketer that why they are running any kind of ad, so they'll not be having any logic behind it. But we created this sheet so that we can test multiple audiences. So like this, for fight diabetes, for fighting free radicals, we almost get the ROI of 4x. For this joint pain, this old lady one, this almost got the ROI of 6x. And before following this method, Live Nutrifit was like getting the average ROI of 2x only. And we were almost spending 7 to 8 lakhs, on particular like monthly basis. That increased to 15 lakhs by the end of 3 months. I mean, we really saw the performance.
Right. So how do you think that like mostly around D2C people, how does it work, the campaign level analytics and ROI that you measure? What's the average and what have you seen from your experience?
Okay. So for fashion brands, the good ROI is, I believe, 6 to 7x. For one of our client that is a plus size fashion brand, we are getting the ROI of 19x, but because of the niche that they are in. But for fashion brand, it can be 6x to 7x. For FMCG, it goes up to 2 to 4x because FMCG works on the reordering model. Like so 2x or 4x is the cost per acquisition. Means like I'm spending 5,000 on ad and I'm getting 10,000 revenue, or I'm getting 40,000 revenue, but those people will reorder again because FMCG products are consumed very regularly. So the so there, I believe the customer lifetime value is very important. But in fashion brand, or you can say in fashion brand, in shoes, like shoe manufacturing industries, these kind of products, they really don't work on the CLTV model that I believe. There might be a reason that, yeah, I mean, I can order two t-shirts from same brand, but it's not like that is not the regular process that we see. You might buy one brand t-shirt right now and you might switch to other brand, but for FMCG that works really differently. If you like the taste, you will order again every month.
Correct. Right. And how do you measure all of your campaign performances?
Okay, so the main criteria again is the cost per acquisition. Like suppose if CAC is higher than what needs to be like in general, then we have to stop the campaign. But again, it's again not only the basis of CAC as well, but I mean the main criteria is this, but you have to find the loopholes. So loopholes here, I mean, like suppose if your campaign is running and after checking on different analytics, you found that your CPC is higher, though your conversion rate was good, your CTR was good, but your CPC was high. So in that case, you might have to work on the ad level.
Okay.
So sometimes the problem is not with the ad or the problem is not with the product or the targeting. Sometimes the problem is with the creative.
Correct, correct.
I like personally, I feel that if your ad is getting costlier, you can check in your analytics that your CPC would be increasing. But this is my personal, like learning that I saw. Whenever I feel that my campaign is not performing good right now, most of the times, the center point of that problem is creative only. Either my CPC got increased or my CTR, went down. Because if your audience was working on one point of time and it is not working right now, it's very likely that the product or the creative or the messaging that you are doing right now is something not making sense for them. And
Right.
in that case, if you want to improve your ad, then uh, you know like if like basically if your ad is not performing well, then you change the creative. Otherwise, I mean, changing the creative is the best thing. That's why my major focus in performance marketing is on the creative rather than audience, because Facebook right now prefers broader audiences rather than narrow targeted audience. Like suppose if I want to target healthy person, a person who is into fitness or healthy lifestyle, so I can choose broader list, but I'll focus more on the content, what kind of ad I'm showing them. That will have more impact than experimenting on audiences can work, like it was previously very important element of Facebook ads, but right now I don't think that audience is more like important rather than your content is very important. That's why this model helped us to test multiple messaging, test multiple creative ideas, and then scale the campaign.
Okay. Okay. So now that we're talking about channels in terms of Facebook and other platforms, what are your thoughts on how as I think it's a very common notion that Facebook algo keeps on changing. Do you have any idea of how to go about it? Like, what would you do with your clients then?
Hmm. Yes, it happens. Like recently, you might have heard of the e-mandate that happened.
Right.
So because of it, we also for one of our client had to create 5 different ad accounts. So we were having one ad account, but due to e-mandate, our postpaid card was not accepting. So and with the prepaid card, it was only allowing us to spend 50,000 per month per day. But
Okay.
we had the daily budget of 33 lakhs per day. So for that, we had to create multiple ad account, and because of that, all the learnings that we had in the past with that ad account, with the ads, with the pixel was started from zero. Though we shared the pixel ID, but still we saw a huge spike in the cost per result that we were getting. So again, to cater that problem, our only focus was to so one thing, like when we saw that the major problem was in the CPC. So in our old ad account, our CPC was coming around 25 to 30 rupees, but in the new ad account, that same CPC went up to 57 rupees.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that, yeah, even the CTR was same, but CPC was very costly. So again, so on that, at that point of time also, then also, like the solution to the problem was to work on those ads that can lower my CPC, because audience was not the issue. It was working fine with the previous ad account. We stopped the ad over there and we created that the same audience in the different ad account, but somehow the creatives were not working. So then the brand, the client basically shot a video ad for them for their particular Facebook ads, and the CPC got reduced to again 25 30. Then again we saw the similar results that we used to get earlier.
Right. So, Dhruv, do you have any questions? And hi, Aarti. I think she joined right now. Dhruv, do you have any questions for him? I think I've been asking a lot. Or Aarti, anyone? You can put it on the chat. I'll take it up. So, if there is no question, just following up on what you talked about in Facebook, do you think you can show us how you calculate campaign performance through an Excel sheet or maybe a Google sheet?
Sure. Just let
Yeah.
me. open a sheet and show
Sure,
you
sure.
live.
Yeah. Yeah, just while we are on the topic of social, I think that the how do you think that we should divide the budget amongst, let's say, Google, Facebook, maybe Instagram, and there's also Bing search, right? How do you think um, a budget should be allocated? Yeah,
Understood, understood. Right. So I'll answer that. You can
cool.
see the screen.
Yes, yes, I can see this one.
So like this is like shade from one of our client, and so like, so first of all, your question was how to analyze the ad. So like you can here see that CPC is 56-57 rupees, and this is honestly very high CPC. We are working on the creatives, and team is making the fresh ones, but somehow with our new set of creatives, our CPC is not going down, because whenever the CPC was, I'll show you, like you say 46, like in the 46 CPC, the cost per lead is 826, but when the CPC goes to 56, then you can see the CPL is 1000. So, and but if you see the other metrics like click to lead percentage here, this means that when a person is clicking on the ad and going to the website, how many of them are becoming the lead. So here we get to see. So that's why, first of all, like to analyze any campaign, I mean, reporting is very important. So in this particular report, you can see where the drop happens. So like on 12th and 13th November, you can see that my click to lead percentage drop. This means that from all the audiences that went to my website didn't convert. That's why my click to lead is down, and somehow due to which my CPL will go high. But here my CTR is better than the previous day. It's 0.24 and it should be 0.230. That's 0.30. So you can see the relation between each and every element that that helps me to basically optimize the campaign. So even before, if you go like to the back, you can see here my CTR is, sorry, my click to lead is 6.8, and my CTR is 0.27. Here my CPC is 37. So my CPL was even lower than I was getting the next day or the previous day. So first of all, having what is the problem is very helpful, because if CPM was higher, then it means that my ad set is not working, or the audience that I'm targeting is not good. So like there are very very finger counting factors that you need to figure out. First, number one is CPM, then is the CPC, then CTR. So with these three factors, you can analyze where the problem is and on which problem you have to work. So here the CPM is increasing, which means that I have to change the targeting. And here the CPM is down. So the money that was spent on the ads was not costlier, but still my CPL was 901 on that day, because my click to lead was 17%. Sorry, my click to lead was 5.76%. My CTR went down to 0.22. If it was 0.35 or 0.30, my clicks would have been more and my CPL would have gone down. So recording these small, basically data points on daily basis will help you to like understand the problem of the campaign and then make the decision.
Right, right. Yeah, just repeating my previous question to this, like, how do you think we should divide the budget into?
So to answer that, right? So like it's basically based on the results, honestly. So there's no hard and fast rule. So there are a couple of ways you can do that. So suppose if you want to achieve 300 leads, and you're currently spending 2 lakhs on Facebook and maybe 1 lakh on Google, right? So what you can do is you have to calculate first of all that which platform has the better quality of leads. So like in lead generation businesses, if I talk of, so how you can decide where to go. So you have to start, like you can start with equal budgets. Maybe you can give 10,000 daily to Facebook, 10,000 daily to Google, run it for 7 days, analyze the quality. So if it's a lead generation business, then you can understand that which platform's quality is better, and with respect to the cost per lead.
Right. Okay. So again, on the same lines, what do you think that is there's a good segue? Like, how do you uh, discover what are the referral channels that go through, including obviously campaign data, campaign ads, as well as referrals that come up through major channels, because D2C brands usually go to referrals, right? As if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, so it basically depends on like suppose for this particular client only, we have a certain quantity of leads target. So we are talking to affiliates. So so how this will go ahead is like we will be generating 150 leads from Facebook, almost 70 to 80 leads from Google Ads, and rest of the leads from affiliate partners. So affiliate partner will work as our extended digital marketing agency. But what they'll do is, or how it works is like an affiliate partner charges you on cost per result basis. For example, again, for this client, they are paying a certain amount of cost per lead. So the deal is that they have to give us 50 leads per day, and we'll pay them on monthly basis with a certain cost per lead amount. So that's how, first of all, you can have a in-house digital marketing team along with an affiliate partner that can help you to scale your business, because you can see the cost per lead is increasing from last couple of days, and we are working to reduce it. But that affiliate partner will pay you on a specific cost that will not increase or decrease unless and until it's in the contract. But usually what happens is, if they start, for example, like if for this particular client, the CPL that we are ready to pay to that affiliate partner is 500 rupees, so they'll work for us at 500 rupees only. But on Google and Facebook, you can see that CPLs are very high. So these guys will work with the publishers to get the results that we want to have. So collectively, we will be able to achieve that 300 leads target, but that is divided between three things. One is Facebook ad, second is Google ad, and third is affiliate.
Right. Okay. So, do you have any advice for inbound marketers, like specifically what target audiences are the other for like marketers to look at? I know you mentioned about the creatives and not mostly on per target, but what do you think would be your um, advice to other marketers
So, I
for
mean,
inbound? Yeah.
yeah. So I feel again, inbound marketing works very well on the content. Again, the content is the key. Like, for example, from the LinkedIn page, or what we are doing right now as a this AMA. This can be helpful to have an inbound lead.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So
Yeah.
this is one of the strategy that brand follows. I mean, you can conduct workshops. You can conduct, maybe you can even give free trainings. Like suppose if I give free training to the marketing team of startups,
Mm-hmm.
so what I mean, like if they like my work, if they can hire me as a consultant, so it becomes a kind of an inbound lead, or maybe they can give me a reference.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So basically, it's more of the, even from your LinkedIn page or Insta page, you can do that. Like, you're putting a lot of content, and content marketing strategy, I think, is the key to get more inbound leads.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Okay. So Dhruv is asking, do you get the leads number from a CRM or passing that information on your Facebook ads manager? Yeah. And the second question maybe would be like, he wants to know, how are you calculating cost per lead? Yeah.
Yeah. So Hedru, so first of all, yeah, I mean, I'm getting these leads from CRM, but I'm writing it manually for this particular client. And again, like if you have a CRM that populates your Excel sheet or Google sheet, then it is good. But because like I'm using so many other data points. So I write the quantity of leads that I get the previous day on, so manually only. And so how I'm calculating the cost per lead? So it's basically amount by leads. That's how we calculate.
All right. I mean, I was just curious to know because I have seen someone. So what they were doing was they were apart from like the day spend, like you showed. So they were doing this cost per lead per campaign as well.
Okay. No, I still didn't understand how per campaign.
So like the cost per lead, which you were showing like on a day basis. So so they were taking the cost for a campaign, like
Okay.
amount spent on a campaign,
Understood.
and then
Understood.
leads from that campaigns
Yeah,
to.
yeah. So yeah, we also maintain an asset level or campaign level sheet. So the one that I showed you was the overall cost per lead. But again, if you want to dig deep into which campaign is performing better, or and at that point of time, what you can do is you can create a campaign level wise data, and you have to report it daily then to know, understand which campaign is performing well or which is not performing good. Sometimes, if your CRM, if you like, in case of e-commerce businesses, you don't even need a CRM, because what you can, like, if you want to have a daily level data, so you can download last 7 days data from Facebook Ads Manager, maybe do a bit of pivot and organize the data with date. So that also you can do. I mean, it's
Got
up
it.
to you. It's
Got it. Got it. Thanks a lot.
Cool. So I just had another question on the similar lines of what are your major tips that you would ask marketers to experiment with while trying out new digital channels? Like I mean, I know Facebook, Google are the most major ad channels, but for I have seen that previously, maybe it's mostly in US and other UK based firms where they try out Twitter, Pinterest, and Bing, and
right,
yeah,
right.
TikTok also. Yeah, so
Yes.
what do you think, like how should they go about experimenting, given that ads is a very costly affair?
Yeah, so that is the main reason that like brands don't get into each and every platform. So for example, for LinkedIn, I think the minimum ad that they run is for 500 rupees. Even for Snapchat, it's same. For Facebook, like it's
Right.
75 rupees. For Google, you can run an ad from 10 rupees as well. So that is the, I mean, main reason that going ahead with that platform, and what is the minimum budget that they are asking for. That, I think, that is the main way. Again, because it totally depends on the marketing budget that you have. Like, suppose if you have a very strict budget, then you cannot afford to waste it on experimenting. But if you have that experimental phase, then you maybe allocate some budget. Again, the criteria to choose the platform is, again, first of all, the target audience. I mean, like, if it's the professional audience, then you will not get into TikTok, right?
Mm.
So that is the, I think, one of the main way, like, what is the target audience? And if you have the target audience ready and you have multiple platforms in front of you, there what you can do is, what I feel is that you need to see, I mean, what kind of audiences targeting that they are providing. Second most important factor that I feel is the pixel. So I understand if you know about the pixel. So pixel is the ID that goes behind the website. So suppose I have a Facebook Ads Manager, I create a pixel ID. So that pixel ID goes in the backend of my website, and then I can start retargeting my visitors that I get on my website. So that
Mhm.
pixel code helps you retargeting. It helps you to track the conversions that you are getting on the website. So other thing that you can notice, if that platform has that pixel facility. So if you have two platforms, one has that pixel enabling facility and other is not having that facility, then I'll preferably choose the one which has the pixel enabled, because that will help me to remarket even on the Snapchat, maybe for like maybe all the other platforms. So example is, suppose I am bringing the traffic from Facebook ad, and I am running a remarketing campaign on Facebook, Google. So somehow, if if my ad account is on Snapchat, then I can remarket that person on Snapchat as well. So it's like 360-degree, you are going behind that person who visited your website.
Okay, got it, got it. So, Ashit, how long has it been with you, like doing digital marketing though? How many
Yeah.
years?
So since 2015, I am into this. In fact, I started doing internship from 2014 only, but majorly my major, you can say, work experience was from 2015.
Okay. So, what do you like? What is the major learning or experience that um, you would look back and say that it has been the most important learning for you as a digital marketer running an agency? Yeah.
Right,
Hi,
right,
Kritika. I think she's here. Hello.
right.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
honestly, there are two things. So number one is Excel. I mean, you have to be good in Excel. I won't say good in Excel, but you have to have that habit of using Excel. So if you have numbers in front of you, so recording every minute detail will help you make the better decision. And as I show you the sheet, so like if you are reporting, click to lead, click to maybe, see if you're reporting CPM, CPC, CTR, that these are the very basic metric. But if you think you can have more metrics to, understand the quality, like another metric can be the average duration. So you can get that data from Google Analytics, that how much a user spend time on your particular landing page through that particular campaign. So if you are even recording that, then you'll get the idea that suppose last day my average duration was 15 seconds, but on the day before it was 42 seconds. This means that the user that came to my website on the previous day was much better than the one that came yesterday, right? So that's how you can, take better decisions. So one thing that I learned is to have more and more data being recorded on daily basis. Honestly, I'll prefer daily basis because that will help you to have a very, logical based decision. If you try to have a monthly basis, then you'll not get that clarity. So recording that daily is very important if you want to scale your campaign or scale your marketing performance. Second thing is content. Even it is not the job of a performance marketer to write the content, but as I show you the sheet, I feel that the person who runs the ad, if he understands the idea behind the content, then he can make better decision. So this, like initially I used to run ads only, but I was not able to focus, or I was not focusing on the content part. I used to run whatever was given to me by the content team or the creative team, uh, but I was not majorly involved in that. But like when I started, assisting the content team and creative team based on the performance that I'm getting, because I see the numbers daily. I know like where my amount is spending. So like suppose if you're running 5 creatives in a particular campaign, you can see that which creative is getting more money spent and which creative is getting more clicks, which creative is getting better CTR, which creative is getting better comments, uh, right? So there are so many other ways to figure out which creative is performing well. So if you have the sense of content creation in you, then I think you can, run better ads as compared to the one person who has no experience in writing the content.
Correct, correct. Yeah, I definitely agree on that. And is there any question that you guys want to follow up with Kritika, Aarti, or Dhruv? Anybody?
Yeah, so not a question, but Ashit, it was good knowing you, and I would like to connect you after this session as well for a feedback on our product because it's for digital marketers. So would love to do so after maybe tomorrow. I'll send you. I just saw your phone number and everything on LinkedIn page if that's correct. So I'll send you a text.
Great, great, sure.
Yeah.
I'm happy to connect.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Kritika, go ahead.
Yeah. So hi, Akshit.
Hi.
So sorry, I joined in middle. Aarti just given an invite stating that there's an awesome session going on. Join as soon as possible. So nothing onto the execution level, but I have a few questions from the management level things. For example, first thing, when it comes to the like being into the agency side of things, my majority of concerns lies when it comes to I should say, since we work on to digital marketing domain, right? There is a major interdependency, I must say, within the team. If I say
Definitely.
designs, then it needs to be approved. Like it needs a good touch and guard. If I
Right,
talk
right,
about
right.
ad copies, that need to be on a good level. Mix of this create good campaigns. Correct?
Right.
Yeah. So majorly being working onto the execution as well, or being onto the strategic level, I found these challenges where I see that I don't have sync in between, right? It's sometimes you get very good creatives, but at the other hand you struggle to get good content like ad copies. Not only that, majority of issues lies when it comes to resource searching
Okay.
for particular tasks. Is there anything that can be done on this aspect?
Okay. So first of all, I think इसका जो सबसे easy solution है, that is the you know, like I think after you haven't seen the sheet, I believe you joined late. Then let me just
Yes,
show you
I'm
again.
so sorry for this. This might be a very irrelevant question.
No, no, no.
But it is one of the I should say concern I'm facing on a day-to-day basis. That's why I just thought to discuss.
Okay. So like basically this is a sheet that I maintain for the client to understand how, like, how to come up with the creative content. So this sheet was shared with the creative team and the writers team. So what happened is, like, we find out the quality. So you told me about two problems over here. One is management. So I feel that management can happen, like, you have to create a process. So like for me, process was very simple. For reporting, I had a structure built. So मैंने वो structure खुद बनाया. I shared it with whole team. मतलब basically discuss किया कि if anyone has any suggestion on that, and उसी basis पे we finalize the structure, and that कब तक ये report हो जानी चाहिए. So that reporting part was done like this only कि सबको पता है कि किस टाइम तक रिपोर्टिंग पूरी हो जाती है, एंड वो इन्फॉर्मेशन हमें उस हिसाब से चाहिए. सो वन
So
थिंग
you
दैट
have a proper system set up for this, right? I can see your screen at the moment. It says product quality, respective. I should say ad copies, ad status.
right. So there was a brainstorming session done. So we finalized the quality. So product. So जो product है वो, this is the product, turmeric plus, it's a turmeric capsule. So इसके लिए we figured. So this is the approach that I follow first of all to make the content. So वहाँ पे सबसे पहले you have to find the quality. So यहाँ पे हमने quality find out करी. Then we all discussed the benefit out of it. Then we created the value prop. So ये ऐसा नहीं था कि एक साथ बैठे और सबने लिखना शुरू कर दिया. Value prop benefit was the task of every writer, even me. कि we have to study the product and we have to come up with the benefits and the value prop. सबने अपने अपने ideas यहाँ पे लिखे थे. And then we finalized which one to go.
Okay, so yeah, using multiple brains. Okay, I must say brainstorming is the main reason behind it. Understood.
Yes. So
Okay.
अब यहाँ पे we wrote the quality, we wrote the benefit, we wrote the value prop. इन तीनों को समझने के बाद we finalized the creative text, and उसी के basis पे we came up with the ad copy. And with this kind of structure, like suppose if I am running ad on this one, text number E3, healthy stomach is healthy body. So you can calculate the results on this. So I mean, so I'll say that management can happen very good if you're using Excel and ये सब के साथ shared है, and you're basically monitoring it daily and you are writing the comments or things daily. So that's why initially when you बोला था कि Excel, your reporting is very important. I mean, if you try to record every little detail on Excel or yeah, maybe Word, अगर आपको suitable है तो, it will help you to have a better you can say management and understanding.
Understood. Yeah, I thank you. I got my answer on that front. Okay, one more question, team. I'm just asking if like anyone from the team is facing so. What I have just noticed that majority. Okay, when I come to Instagram, we handle some of the restaurant social media profiles. We have
Okay.
seen when it comes to bloggers on respective hashtag, their reach is on a higher side. But using those using those, I should say, hashtags for our restaurant page, they are not working as well. Though we have analyzed timings and worked on to, like, we have done many experiments on that, still didn't get any proper response on that front. Is it something like we can evaluate, or what can be done here?
So for hashtags, basically, I mean, like the hashtag that you are using right now, so you are using it on different basically page. That is your question, right? And it is not giving the results.
Yes, what we have noticed is there are set of hash. We have a different like we experiment with hashtag strategy basically,
Okay.
using some high intense hashtags and some low as well, like
Right.
seeing engagement and the availability of reels and rich and respective other criteria. So what we have noticed, the bloggers, I should say, rich of for particular hashtag is on a higher end. But when it
Mhm.
comes to our profile, it is not working that well. Most probably engagement, I should say, content could be a constraint there,
Okay.
because it is not engaging as the bloggers have. So
Okay. Okay.
probably this could be the reason, or how
So honestly, so I understand your question. So what I feel is if the number of followers that you are having will be different, should be different right now, right?
definitely there is a
Right. So
huge
that is the main
difference.
reason. So like if you cross certain number of followers or basically time frame, then your content reaches to more people, even though you are using the same content. So like for me as well, if you check my company's Instagram page, I created few reels. So my reel never crossed 3,500. Though like I tried different topics, but for every topic, my maximum reach that I was getting was 3,500. So that and similar kind of reel was posted by another person, and the reach for that reel was almost 1.5 lakh. I mean the views. So and the person had more followers than me. So I feel that that is the main reason that you might not be getting that particular reach that you are targeting. For that, I feel you need to increase your follower. Maybe try to post like such content that is being like that has the higher engagement. I mean, if you're following someone, or if you're following a blogger or maybe other content creator, you can check their analytics. You can check their views, maybe on the reels, that what kind of views that those guys are having. Even the content of those popular, like influencers, you can see that some of their reels is touching millions of views, and some of their reels is hardly touching 50K views. So that gives you the clarity that which kind of content is working.
Okay, I'll definitely try it.
But solution to your problem is not the hashtag. It's the follower. I believe. I mean, you have to
Okay.
create your audience first. I mean, you have to increase your follower base. Then your content will go viral in that particular ratio that they are getting. That is the only way that I think they should work.
Understand. Okay, Akshit, I'll definitely try on this aspect. I personally believe this could be a reason we didn't thought in that process, because even sometimes we repost their content, giving them courtesy because
Yeah,
they
yeah,
dine in to
I
the
understand.
restaurant.
I have
Still,
tested this. I posted this, one of the reel that the person posted in their platform. But yeah, so definitely there's a difference. The reason is again that only because that person's profile is already able to tell Instagram that their existing reels are touching millions of views. So if they post another reel, Instagram will definitely push their content more further than what you are getting. So that will happen. That will happen.
Okay, and when it comes to the this thing, that is when it comes to the Facebook organic reach, so we have considered the like it has died kind of thing, because we are not getting that traction, even if no matter how engaging, like we get engagement very high when it comes to Instagram, but very less when it comes to Facebook. So most probably because the certain criteria are there have been when it comes to Facebook. So
Yeah. So honestly, organic right now didn't work for Facebook. It's like almost zero only. So for Facebook, what works is the groups right now. Groups are, or the community is something that is still going on. That is, I think, because you cannot create that group on Instagram, right? I mean, the way I'm talking of, but you can, but that organic reach is something that is, makes sense for Instagram. So the platform right now works like this only. So for reels or for post engagement, organic post engagement, Instagram is better. But if you want to build a group or community around something, then Facebook is better. But if you're expecting that you are posting something on your Facebook page and it is not, getting any engagement, I don't think Facebook will get that engagement as compared to Instagram.
Definitely correct. Though
So
initially we used to like get some good reach on Facebook, but we have faced some like many I should say stupid scenarios where ad accounts get banned.
right, right,
There are constraints in the payment part,
right.
and very basic issues we have faced in past. So majorly, I don't know. Probably they might be working on their algorithms or
Yeah.
something.
So yeah, I mean, ad account getting banned or your payment is not getting accepted is something recently it's very high. Like with the recent e-mandate change, so many advertisers, even for one of our client, their monthly spend, their daily spend is almost 3 lakh rupees, and somehow due to e-mandate, we were not able to spend more than 50,000 in single ad account. So we needed to create 6 ad accounts then. That was difficult to manage. Even our ads were starting competing with each other. Like most of our payment method was getting rejected, but somehow we applied for the monthly invoicing. That is the new thing that Facebook has launched.
Right.
Like,
If you have a particular spend in like a designated spend, you can keep it on the invoicing part, which earlier I think it was applicable in Google, correct?
yeah. It was right now also. I think Google also gives that, but yeah, for Facebook, they like no, they basically choose the ad account with the more spends. They also see their payment activity. For example,
Right.
like if your card is getting declined very often, then they will not give you that monthly invoicing because it seems to be risky for them.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Correct.
yeah, I mean, so that's why I mean payment method, like will try not to get your payment declined. That is the first
Yeah.
thing that you can do. Yeah.
It might just create that bad activities for the account, and
Yeah.
majority, yes, and
Yes.
majority and one more thing, Akshit, we have also noticed that we are not using any words like drinks, eventually mocktail, cocktails. Is this that particular I should say, yeah, sometimes we do use images like and vector images of drinks in our ad copies. Still they are getting rejected. Earlier it gets used to get approved.
Yeah.
What
So
can be done?
this also again is the recent changes that done by Facebook. So for example, like suppose if you are promoting a product, I'll give you a reference and
Mhm,
you have to show weighing machine. Like suppose if I want to promote a weight loss product and if I'm
mhm.
showing weighing machine, my ad will get rejected. For that to approve, you have to show maybe weighing machine on that particular angle where I can't see that number on that weighing machine. So the angle of that creative or the weighing machine is seems to be important. So I had a creative that has a top shot where I can see that the weight that the person on the creative is having, and the other shot where the person is standing on the weighing machine, but we can see the whole person, but not the number that not his weight. So but that creative got approved. So I mean,
Interesting. That means the algorithm nowadays not only evaluating that text but also the images front, right?
yeah, definitely it
Very
is. So you have
majorly.
to, like, if
Mhm.
your image is violating, so I mean it could be possible that your image is getting rejected, not your content.
Correct. Yeah, this might be a definite scene to it.
Yeah.
We
So like
haven't
you get
uh-huh.
I get certain, I think if you check Facebook business official like article where they mention it will be on the resource section of Facebook help. There you can see that what kind of things are being rejected, so they keep on updating that. So you can see there that uh, you know showing a scale. Scale here means like weighing machine is type of a scale that being used to manage the weight. I mean, also like there are other like, medical instruments that are prohibited. So you have to, I mean, you need to keep your knowledge updated on that and may not use those, those things on in the creative if you want to promote such products.
Correct. I'll definitely like look for now some creative ideas when it comes to the promotion part. Ultimately, because of restaurant profiles, we have to promote their drinks. So,
Okay.
and we don't have any direct option to do it. Who can drinks are strictly prohibited, right? So some creative campaigns has to be done on that front. When it comes to food and ambience,
so content is very important. I mean, you have to maybe manipulate your content in the way that your product is being sold and it is not even, you're not selling it directly, and but your message is very clear that what you want to sell.
Correct. And Ashit, one more question. It's from the client side thing. Sometimes it just get difficult when it comes to dealing with startups. Like letting them know the priority of being on social media front.
Okay.
Definitely their strategy does include the areas they need to be on, right? It's not that every channel is best suited for them. We do answer them in that way that this should be the, not every brand has to be on Instagram if their TG is on LinkedIn, right? But but when it comes to the closure part, when you approach someone, when it comes to the closure part, because of commercials or because of the strategic front, people do ask for strategies beforehand, right? Before the project start. Is there like what can be the best way to tackle such kind of situations where you don't want to go like give them an entire draft of this strategy, like this gonna be the 3-month plan, 6-month plan, but what can be done here effectively?
No. So the first question is like how to tell them the importance of social media, right?
Yes. First is how we can tell him the importance of it, and they eventually not in a way that we have to give them the entire strategy and entire plan for the closure front, that is to enroll under us.
Okay. So see, the best thing that works is like for me as well, I work with a couple of B2B clients. For them, Insta or Facebook hardly pays anything, but what I tell them is that we can use these platforms to remarket. So here I'm talking about the performance marketing. So for example, we have a client that manufacture conveyor belt. So conveyor belt manufacturing is very niche industry. So you can also understand. So, but what we do is we run their Google ad, we drive traffic on our website, but we remarket those traffic on Facebook and Insta. So what we told them that we would be promoting you through paid ads only on the social media platform, but to keep your page active, we need to post some content, maybe not daily or alternate day, but it can be a weekly content. This will make your brand look big. Even you can see so many B2B companies whose audience are again B2B. I mean B2B. I mean they are very different audiences that you might not even think of or talk of in a daily life. But these kind of brands also have their social media presence. So you can simply tell them like this is how Amazon or you might have experience in your Myntra or Facebook purchase. You visited a product and now you are starting seeing their ads everywhere. So that works for B2B as well. So for those clients who are not, you can tell those people who are not into social media that we can, by creating your social media presence, what we can do is whenever a person will visit your page or your Insta or your website, we will market them or show them the ad everywhere.
Got it. Yeah, I think this could be a right way to present them up, like basically how this approach gonna work. Correct. Majorly in the remarketing segment.
Yes. So the best thing that you can tell them is the remarketing. We want to remarket your visitor in the every platform possible.
Correct. And eventually we don't like won't be doing the entire social media front, like posting daily, just to keep your pages or profiles active. We'll
Yes,
be
yes,
yeah, we'll be scheduling, or I should say updating post in an
right,
effective way, right?
right,
Keeping the
right, right,
quantity less.
right.
Okay, Akshit, so I give me a minute, please. I got my answer. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So guys, if you guys have any other question, I think we can take one more question if you have.
Okay, so Ashit, last question. When it comes to okay, you might have uh, experienced this issue when it comes to the freelancing end, where where people have to like I've just said, managerial efforts have to be done at a good scale, because majority of time you work with freelancers and have to get things done. We face issues when it comes to, because there is no consistent requirement to it, and we don't have a dedicated team to work for every project.
Okay.
So brainstorming sometimes become constrained, because designer might not give his input. The content writer, she might not give her input. It's just that we need to strategically plan. This could be the postings, or this are the campaigns we will be working on, and eventually pass on them, describing their like brief, or I should say objective of the campaign, and they write accordingly. So how we can do that? Like how we can when it comes to working with freelancers, how we can take inputs from them for respective projects.
See, like, I mean, interactions are required. I mean, I can only say that you might have to plan a meeting beforehand. Maybe what you can do is, again, like, set up a weekly meeting for this. You can have a 1 hour brainstorming meeting. Though even I think with freelancers as well, you can set up a 1 hour meeting maybe in every 15 days, and because your projects will be defined, what they have to work on will be defined, so that brainstorming can happen twice a month. And again, I mean, maintaining a Google sheet that is being shared by you with you and with your freelancers is very important. They can give their input there. You can put your comments, but before that, I mean, I don't think this can happen without even a single meeting. You have to have a meeting. I mean, because I mean, definitely, I mean, they're not able to give you their input on everything on through typing or through Google Sheet or maybe chat. But the best way I think you can do is you can have a monthly, like twice a month meeting. You can brainstorm everything. You can have those ideas written, or maybe again, the best thing is you can record the session. You can share that session with them, with you. You can keep that recording with you and with the team, so that whenever you connect again, you have that reference point, and side by side you have to, like, write the point that you shared. I mean, that is the best way you can do. I mean, there's no substitute to that.
Correct. Let me experiment with this. I believe this could be a proper solution to it, right? Ultimately, to get people on a call, or providing like recordings to that what is the entire objective of planning particular campaigns. Because when it comes to performance marketing, you can definitely define it, but when it comes to content part, there is I should say there is a very different structure when it comes to content. Like we have to describe everything in detail. What is the
Yes, I agree.
entire
So
objective
that,
of it?
so honestly, the content is not something to be, honestly, like, content I don't feel is something to be outsourced to freelancers. This should be something that has to be done in-house, because you need time, you need regular meeting. So for me, I have never worked with content writers on freelance basis, because this profile is not meant to be worked like that. That is the need of the profile. You need regular interaction, so you cannot work on freelance with freelancers.
Correct,
So
because many times many revisions has to be taken, and we just get in a loop of revision
right,
cycle, right?
right,
Is just that at the end, you have to sit as a marketer and tweak the sales content, like
right,
adding relevant CTA. you just become the part of the cycle where you fix things up. Like,
Right.
on your
Again, so again, this can only be solved if the person who is writing the content knows the agenda, everything. So
Correct.
maybe the person can work after freelancing. I mean, they can work as a freelancer later on, but for initial few discussion, they need to have one-to-one meeting, so that, or maybe group meeting, so that everyone, and like, they understand the client, they understand the objective, they understand the, like, like as you told, like CTA needs to be there, everything. Yeah.
Cool. So I think we can stop now. But Kritika, I have sent a link. You can join in there, and yeah, you can ask your questions there. We regularly have such AMAs. You can definitely come in, and yeah, thanks for joining, Kritika. I think everybody else here.
Yes, sorry, Priyanka, I took a little bit extra time.